Hello, my name is Laura Lawrence. My presentation is based on information on class and social economic status found in Chapter 3 of our textbook. It is important as educators for us to know the impacts that class identity, and social stratification has on students and families. It will provide us with an opportunity to create a learning environment that is best for all of our students. Class is a system of ordering in which people are divided into sets based on perceived social and economic status. It determines the relationship between families and people who possess things and people who do not. It determines where we go to school, where we eat, where we live, and the types of jobs we pursue. Class is something that you are born into and is likely the one that you will belong to throughout your life due to existing barriers that lead to generation of inequalities. Class identity is defined as an individual's interests, tastes, attitudes, and dispositions that are linked to their social economic class position. Most people identify themselves with the middle class. And social stratification. It is the ranking of people and families based on income, education, occupation, wealth, and power. Social economic status is the composition of economic status of families on the basis of occupation, education, attainment, and income and wealth. These factors contribute to the individual's or family's social economic status. Income is defined by the amount of money earned throughout the year. Income determines the lifestyles and the general welfare of families. Wealth includes income that is earned, but also looks at money in savings accounts, insurance, corporation, stocks, ownership, and property. Wealth is a determining factor for future income and status and ensures security. Occupation is what determines a family's income for most people. This type of job that they choose is normally tied to the education of that person. And education. Education is one of the most important ways for people to earn the compensation for an occupation that requires a higher degree of knowledge. Our book indicates that people whose families are of higher social economic status will be more likely to enroll and finish college than those of lower social economic status. It is important for us to know that there are many differences between classes. Understanding the differences can help us analyze the impact of our students' families on their educational experiences. Unemployment and homeless. This group suffers the most from the lack of stable income and other economic resources. Children suffer the most from persistent poverty. Family and people in poverty have been socially isolated from dominant society. The working class, this group is often referred to as the blue-collar workers. They do the manual labor for which income can vary widely. They do not give orders, they receive orders. Middle class, this group includes members of the working class, managers, and professionals who do not see themselves as neither rich nor poor. There is more job security, health insurance opportunities. However, still most of the families in this classification still live paycheck to paycheck. Upper middle class, this group of individuals are elite of the middle class. They are professional, managers, administrators. Their income allows them to live differently from the middle class. Last but not least, the upper class. This group of individuals have high income and wealth. Some has been inherited wealth and some have worked very hard and they've invested their money. These individuals are often educated and have the power to protect their wealth. Economic inequality also play a big role in understanding our students. As teachers, we have to make sure that every student has the same accessible ability to their education. We cannot require something for one of our classes that costs money when all the students cannot afford it. There is much inequality in America despite being a country that values equality. The major economic equalities are race, racial and ethnic, gender, and age. Income differences between white and color people exist despite the education level. Discrimination against groups of color or different ethnical backgrounds also contribute to fewer opportunities and research in lower academic achievement and lower status jobs. Gender differences cause poverty rates to be greater among women due to them receiving lower pay. Men receive higher pay than most women with the same job. Age inequalities also exists between different age groups. People between the ages of 14 and 19 have the lowest mean income. This is often due to just entering the workforce with little education or experience. Individuals 18 and younger have the highest percentage of those living in poverty, with individuals being 65 and older being the second highest. As the book stated, many social reinforcer educators and parents view education as one of the most powerful devices for achieving social change and reducing poverty. 4 areas that influence inequalities in school are teachers' expectations, tracking, curriculum of equality, and school funding. Teachers' expectations are based on certain personal characteristics. Teachers often make assumptions on students based on their ability by the way they act or dress. These judgments prevent students from having an equal opportunity for academic success. Also, tracking is when students are placed in different groups according to what their perceived achievement ability might be. Some believe that the privileged students are the ones who benefit most from this. They are given the opportunity to take challenging classes, while others are put in the uninviting and unchallenging courses. Curriculum for equality is important. It is crucial for our students to learn the materials. But the way in which they learn them will vary based on the environment. Teachers must engage students and make their curriculum meaningful for students by recognizing and building on the students' experiences. Teachers have to include students' culture and experience in order to teach them effectively. Last, school funding is provided by state, local, and federal resources. Property taxes are the primary source. This means that communities with high income families will receive more funding in their areas than lower income families. More equitable funding would likely reduce the achievement gap between the groups of students. More funding would mean more opportunities for students and higher wages for teachers. But we have to remember, as educators, we have to ensure that we are reviewing our curriculum and not discriminating against any particular group of individuals. We must provide a safe environment for learning, and the only way that we can do this is to educate ourselves about the differences among our students. Thank you.